To tell you, when I first found out about it, which was 13, 14 years ago, I went, oh my goodness, hello. In other words, it's a wonderful thing to discover you're not the only person with that experience, and that a lot of people have that experience. Up until that point, all there was internal judgments, and suddenly there was a release. Now there's something else I'm going to mention in this space. So for me, that was an aha moment, a discovery. And it's interesting, once I realized it was okay to be a highly sensitive person, and there are gifts to it, because you read your environment better than people who don't have this. You become more aware of what's happening around you. Then it normalizes, and then you can press more into those uncomfortable experiences and test where your limits are. I'll give you another example, is climbing exposed spaces. I get that awareness of almost like vertigo if I'm climbing a very steep hill without any trees, like a rock face. And my mates will just walk up the hill, and they'll be able to challenge themselves standing at the very edge of a cliff. I back right away. And when I've been with my mates and I've gone, this is where the dialogue starts up. You see, you're not a man. If you're a man, you'd have guts. You'd be brave. You'd stand right at the cliff edge looking over that edge, but you can't because you're not a man. Wow. Now, when I remembered walking up this cliff face, this rock wall in a place called Girrawee National Park in southeast Queensland, and I got halfway up the hill, and I was feeling very uncomfortable in my body, and it was sunset, and my mates kept walking up the hill, and I was all alone halfway up the hill, and the dialogue started up. They had a much better view than you. They're so much more men than you. They're so much braver than you. And I listened to that voice and go, oh, hello, I'm comfortable here. This is what I choose. I choose this. I've got a good enough view, and I don't have to push myself any further. I pushed myself this far, and I'm enjoying this. And they're not braver than me. They don't have the signal input that I've got. They don't sense danger like I do. My sense of danger has turned up to 11 on a dial that only goes up to 10. And theirs might be at 5 or 6 or 7. And everyone has their point. And the person who has no sense of danger is the person who's going to die.
Yes, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because eventually they're going to push their luck. They're going to go into something so I'm glad I've got that dial. And I'm thanking my body for telling me, thank you for telling me about danger.